Hello, and welcome back to Pelikan Scriptorium. As you can see, I'm back in my home studio, where I'll be working on my next set of icons. Today, I would like to talk not directly about the icons, but about what we put around the icons. I mean the borders. Have you ever been sitting in your church and spent some time looking at those beautiful patterns that they put at the edges of the walls and around the icons? They really add structure and color and beauty, and there's as many different patterns as there are different churches. And that's on purpose. It gives a flavor and a color to the space that the artist uses their best artistic senses to choose what colors and patterns will go. Very often, you will see patterns that have grape leaves and grapes, or wheat, things that harken back to the words of Christ. Then sometimes you'll have crosses, or you'll have just swishes and spirals. You'll have flowers. Sometimes you'll have geometric shapes. All of these really bring a lot of beauty to around the icons. But have you ever tried drawing them yourself? It's a lot of fun. At my home church, I chose to go with a Celtic knotwork inspired vine with crosses inside that I pulled directly from our largest chandelier. I picked colors that I thought would really enliven the space, and then I made a stencil that went all the way around all of my arches. What I'm working on next is another pattern that will go on the large walls to kind of bring shape to the space. I'm going to use a lot of the similar colors. We have a lot of blues and reds and ochres, and I'm going to probably use some more grays to kind of diffuse the color and move directly into the rest of the icons. Let's get to today's challenge. I would like to talk a little bit about Celtic knotwork. Now, this is a very complicated realm that people spend years and years and decades mastering, but I'm going to show you a very simple exercise that I liked when I was a child that helped me kind of get the idea of how the knots work. For this, you will need a marker and a pen. So, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to make a squiggle. I'm going to keep this one simple, sort of like a figure eight. These need to be nice and thick. Use your marker and make them nice and thick. I'm just going to do a simple squiggle, like an 8. Right? But then I'm going to keep the 8 going. I'm going to keep the 8 going a couple times. It's a double 8. Is that a 16? I don't know. Now, from here, you can just kind of close it up, or you can keep it doing whatever you want. That's a little wonky. I like wonky. Nice and thick lines. Remember, this is an exercise to practice your skills. So how do we make this look like knotwork? Well, now comes the fun part. Now you're going to take your pen and you're going to follow the line all the way around. And every time the line crosses another line, it's going to go over or under. So let me show you what I mean. I'm going to start the line right here. First, I'm going to go on either side. I'm going to give it an outline. And it's going to run into this one right here. So it's going to go over. Or it's going to go under. When it goes under, it crosses under, so we put the thing on top of it. Now, the next time it hits a line, it's going to go over. When it goes over, we do the sidelines, and then we just keep going. The line continues here. We just went over, so now we're going to go under. The line continues here into my wonky ways. It goes all the way around. All the way around. I'm going to stop when it gets to the next thing so I can show you. When under, this time it's going to go over. Now, if you'll notice, it's already hit that, but it is already doing the right thing. It's going under. Right? Now, it's going to go over. And then it's going to go under. And then we just keep going. over, under. And now you have your knot. You've got a nice, tidy, simple knot. Put it up here. And then we've got our wonky knot. You can make them very sort of geometric, or you can make them really all over the place, like a tangled up piece of yarn. However you'd like to do it. These are excellent to doodle on the sides of your pages, and you're working on a nice steady hand, both with your marker and with your pen. You can do this with highlighters when you're listening in school. You can do this with paint markers like I'm doing, or you could even do it with watercolor or something that you like. But it shows you the over-under pattern, and it gives you this fun Celtic knotwork look. Today we talked about the borders of icons, which bring beauty and color to our churches and our homes. We talked about the different kinds of borders you might see, some that are geometric and some that are flowing, some that have themes like crosses or flowers or grape leaves or wheat. And I showed you a very fun exercise on how to work with the idea of Celtic knotwork. Now obviously it's a simplified idea, but I know when I was young I really enjoyed that exercise, and it helped me develop my skills as an artist to both make flowing lines and to draw with precision. And as we know, art is a skill, something we develop. Thank you for joining us today on Icon Painting for Kids, and we will see you next time.